Hello everyone, Cheek here with another Transformers review, and today I'll be reviewing the Transformers Legacy United Shard. And apparently it's from the Infernac universe, which I'm assuming is sort of their take on the Rocklord universe, getting mashed with the Transformers universe. I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's kind of cool, and he looked like the coolest one to me. From what I have seen. And they're very similar to weaponizers in the way that they're designed to come apart and merge with other robots. I think it's kind of cool that they're able to do that, but unfortunately it does sacrifice some things for the robot mode. And there he is out of his packaging and armored up. Although this is not how he's supposed to be done in the instructions. According to the instructions, these are actually supposed to be on the opposite arms and facing the other way. But if you want to transform him with as little parts forming as possible, you just want to have these on the arms. And of course, if you don't want to parts form at all, you would take these off and you'd put them right here in the back. Now for the downside, the main downsides, I guess, is this. Pop off and pop off. So he has no thigh rotation, and once these start to give out, they're just not going to want to stay in. And they do tend to work themselves out a little bit as you mess around with him, like bending his legs, moving his arms around. They will just eventually work themselves loose. I do like that they did bring back the light piping. It might be a little difficult to see, but it is that translucent green, and it looks pretty nice when lit up. This guy has a lot of pins, nothing that really snaps on as far as like spinny things, but although that's a really big pin right there. I do like all the detail. There's just a lot of green and then yellows and some dark grays, and that's pretty much a color scheme. I do like that head sculpt. Somewhat insectoid, but not quite. It's just very focus on the face. There we are. Very crystalline, kind of buggy almost. I don't know exactly what look they're going for, but it's pretty, I quite like it. The head is unfortunately on a mushroom peg, so you only get rotation there. Arms are, like I said, on a friction peg, so they only do full 360. They can go out that far. Bicep rotation. Wrist rotation, and it's very stiff, which is nice. Almost everything on this guy is really stiff, which is good. Hip rotation, or waist rotation I should say. You can do the full splits, legs go forward that far, back pretty far, although this stuff gets in the way. Like I said, knee rotation, and then ankle tiltage, and because if he turns to a helicopter and the way his feet bend, you can also get a decent amount of bend at the ankle there, or foot there. So you do get quite a bit of posability as far as the feet are concerned. The way they like to have it is like to take these off to be like armor guards. The legs, you pop them off and just have them folded up like so, and then they just plug onto the hands. I think it's supposed to be some sort of, I don't know, club, double-ended club. I really don't know exactly what they're going for. I mean, like, it looks kind of cool, especially if you decide to leave these on. I did that with Animated Universe Optimus Prime, and I think he looks pretty cool. I couldn't do exactly the way they did. And then the arms on Gears are supposed to become 2 extra arms from Gears. They just go on the side of his back, and then he has, it says put Gears' gun in here. And then of course these can become their own little blades. I don't believe he's really meant to hold them like this, and I don't know exactly why. Oh yeah, that notch is so that they can fit in the intake, but it's really annoying that they decided to do that, because it does help it stay in place on here, but it means that you can't make him hold it like a traditional sword. You have to have him hold it like, and like I said, they tend to work their way out, but it says pretty much to have him hold them like this. So I guess like that looks like a claw, so I guess that's kind of cool, but it still just feels very awkward. You can also plug it in the forearm if you want, so he has shorter arm blades, and that actually makes a little bit more sense. But what I personally like to do, as you saw, is to have them like this, as I feel, because it gives an excuse to have these right there. I prefer to do less when it comes to transformation. Got yourself a helicopter, crystalline covered helicopter. Think it's pretty cool, although I don't know how heavy this would be or whatever. Or it looks like a helicopter crash landed on in like a lake or something filled with like crystalline material, and it just grew all over the helicopter after it crash landed, or formed as it was coming into the atmosphere of some weird planet. I don't know. It's like I said, it's a very cool, interesting look. I do like the helicopter mode. The only downside is the rotor is kind of small for the size of helicopter it is, so it is a bit awkward in that regard. But other than that, I think the helicopter mode looks pretty nice. You can take these off and then you'll see how it's like more mechanical looking, like for well, like an actual helicopter, but that paneling's covered up by the crystal, like given that's what gives me the impression more of like it feels like crystal just grew all over a helicopter. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much about it for Transformers Legacy United Infernac Universe Shard. And if you like this review and you'd like to see more, please click that like and subscribe button to see more. And until next time, have a good one, everyone.